Welcome, I'm Kinetic Symphony. This is Dave. I hunt down and report on weird and true mysterious stories, from glitches to the supernatural. Case file number 1830, written by Anonymous. A sticker, Midnight Revelations, and a washer's secret. This happened right before New Year's Day, 2023-2024. Just a tiny note before I begin. I've never done any substances. I hadn't even had a sip of alcohol on New Year's Eve, and I am 100% mentally sound, so not a psychotic break or anything like that. I am a very rational person and studied psychology in college. I have always found a logical explanation for things in the past. I am the biggest skeptic you'll ever meet. But after I experienced this, I have no explanations. Here's the story. It was New Year's Eve, and I was messing around with my washer all day because for the first time ever, I bought it brand new, owned it for 2 years. My washer was giving me problems on that day. The comforter I'd put in it was too heavy, and it kept running error codes because of it being unbalanced, safety feature. So it kept shutting down and turning off. I ran it 3 times that day and checked it on and off all throughout the day. I even at one point sat down and recorded a funny video to send to my sister saying, I am literally going to sit in front of it and watch it till it finishes a cycle because it's not working. Another thing to note, I have a very good memory when it comes to visual things. Not a photographic memory, but I am very hyper aware of details and always pay attention to my surroundings. I know how my washer looks. It's a newer one with a stackable dryer attached on top. The brand is LG. It's known for looking aesthetically pleasing. It's black and white, and I am very OCD, so I constantly admire how nice it looks. It's one of the only things I've ever bought brand new. I clean it once a week and wipe it down. The point of all this is that I know what it looks like for a fact. I am very familiar with what I'm trying to say. You know how we go through life and sometimes we don't fully memorize something because you're just so used to seeing it? However, if something changes, your eye instantly catches it because your brain recognizes it's off. That it's not what it's used to. This is exactly what happened. I was playing video games with my friends, and midnight struck and we all celebrated the new year together via the online game. But it was time to get off and go to bed. So it was a couple minutes after New Year's Eve, now January 1st, 2024. And I go to check the washer to see if it worked yet again, to finally switch it over. I open the closet to my washer, and my eyes were instantly drawn to an obnoxious, very noticeable green and orange sticker right below where you put the detergent. Something I would have noticed. Not a neutral tiny sticker in the upper right corner or something I could have easily missed. It's a spot where I wipe every week. A spot I would have noticed when putting detergent in. A sticker that's very ugly. It ruins the entire pretty aesthetic look of it. I would have removed it the second I got the washer. In fact, when I look at the sticker, I actually do have a memory of removing it and throwing it away when I first got the washer. I understand the false memory. This is what happens during the Mandela effect. You think you remember something, but it's really just your brain filling in information because you never actually fully pay attention to a logo or a set object. But this is so different. My washer was blatantly and purposefully black and white and plain because that's what I like. I made it like that on purpose. It's the whole reason I bought it in the first place. I'm very specific about that. What are the odds that one day I'm messing around with it? I'm really looking at it. If anything, wouldn't I have noticed it then? Taking videos, etc.? The second the new year hits, I open my closet door and my eyes are instantly drawn to it, and I said, that was not there before. I took a look at the videos I sent to my sister that day, and where the sticker would be. It's just out of frame, of course, so I can't see it if it were to have been there. I've told everyone in my life about it, and they all think I'm crazy. I could bet my life that sticker was not there. When I look at where the sticker was, it makes my head physically hurt. I have since removed the sticker and thrown it out, and now looking at my washer, it looks right again. Case answer file 1830. A sticker, Midnight Revelations, and a washer's secret. I fully believe you, and in fact, things like this have happened to me too. I never even connected it in my mind as a glitch, because this happened a while ago. I haven't had an instance where I saw an object that was different looking than I thought it should be. Not in recent memory. This was more in my teenage years. You know, I'd come home after a bike ride, and the desk that I was using was slightly different. One of the bottom rubber pads that braces it would be different, a different color. Instead of black, it would be gray. It's so minor that you just discount it. But then reading this story, my mind is flooded with similar events that occurred to me. And my guess is this kind of stuff happens to a lot of people. The only unusual thing is that it occurred to you at the stroke of midnight and New Year's Eve. Is there some special significance to that? Per the simulation, maybe that's when updates go live? And of course, they can't take the server down, so all updates to this game would be in real time. And that can be done, but it is prone to certain glitches, specifically, so that might be one source of these glitches. When they push updates, maybe at specific intervals at the end of months, maybe there's a universal clock and it just coincides with the New Year's in that year. Could be. I don't remember any specific glitches in the past New Year, 2023 to 2024. That doesn't mean it couldn't be related. I mean, given the timing of it, it seems like it has to be. But no, you're not crazy. I think what simply happened was a time reversal. The machine probably works flawlessly now because it reverted back in time to where you just bought it just before you peeled off the sticker. Case file number 1831. Written by KingCokeBoy. A bracelet's illusion that I can't get past. Earlier today, I was getting dressed in my bathroom and was wearing one of those beaded bracelets on my right wrist. I went to put my hair pomade in my hair, so I grabbed a glob of pomade, rubbed my hands together quickly, and I heard a snap. Felt beads fall off my wrist, and looked down to see a quick glimpse of beads spreading out. I felt like I must have broken the bracelet I was wearing, and was really annoyed since it was loud and I heard the clicking of beads hitting the bathroom floor. I swear, I saw the glimpse of beads spreading everywhere. Then I looked up at the mirror at myself like, oh damn it. My eyes were off the floor for 1 second. I dropped down to grab the beads, but suddenly couldn't see them on the floor. I felt like my wrist was naked, but then I looked at it and the bracelet was still on. I grabbed it, stretched it, took it off, put it back on. Everything looked normal. Same beads, same everything. But I know what I felt, heard, and saw. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. When you feel something break, like I felt the release of my wrist. It was very strange. I'm just confused and no, it can't be any other bracelets or beads. I have one bracelet like that, nothing else. Case notes of file 1831. A bracelet's illusion that I can't get past. All the stimuli from the universe was fed into your brain. Those signals I believe were real. Your brain interpreted reality in that way, where you heard the beads falling down, the tiny sounds of them bouncing all over the place, and even the feeling of your bracelet breaking, snapping. Those things wouldn't be psychosis or anything like that, just some random bout of psychosis that never happened before or again. No, this was a universal glitch. The stimuli entered your brain, but it wasn't supposed to. Now the question is there some sort of rewind mechanism in short intervals? This wasn't supposed to happen. The bracelet wasn't supposed to break. Maybe a guardian angel or some observer simply pressed rewind. Maybe if it occurs quickly enough, if they catch it quickly enough, they can simply revert it, and the stimuli is still there. They can't easily revert the memory. But the object, yes, that's no problem. Now time for the quote of the day. When buying and selling are controlled by legislation, the first things to be bought and sold are legislators. P.J. O'Rourke. Honestly, I don't need to add much to this one. This is a perfect quote. The only thing I can add is more specific. Regulatory capture. Look it up if you want to be depressed. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Kinetic Symphony signing off.